We're taking off.
Welcome to the Freaking After Dark show, man. Hey, we're in there. We're in there. Hey, listen, I want to welcome all of y'all to the show. And thanks a bunch for your patronage. Make sure you tell a friend about us here at Freaking After Dark. Just go to the KGF Rocks on YouTube. Okay? So you want to check that out. All right, and subscribe. It don't cost you nothing. It's free. Just because it says subscribe doesn't mean it costs you money, okay? Don't be stupid. All right.
It doesn't cost a penny.
It doesn't cost nothing, and it's clean, and it's fun. And if you don't like that, if you don't like YouTube because they're so politically correct on there, you can catch us where, Guido?
On rumble.com.
On rumble.com. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So the Freaking After Dark show, a lot's happened since our last show. It's been 2 weeks since we did our last show, and a lot's happened since then.
A lot.
The world has damn near gone to war.
Damn near
Gone to war. I got to tell you, man, it's scary. We came real. Hey, listen.
We're not out of it yet.
Yeah. Well, Putin wants to push the button. I think Putin needs to fucking either get on with it or fucking let's go. Are you going to stand there and bleed or what? I mean, serial.
But he's going to push the button. Listen. He pushes the button. He's going to have tons of other countries. He's going to have to hit the button on every country. Because England's got them. Iran's got them. Israel's got them. Everybody's got nukes. Only the people that don't have them are the people we don't want to have them.
Yeah.
Except for Russia.
Pull that smoke wagon. Pull it.
Pull the wagon. Yeah, pull it. See what happens.
Pull that
let's
smoke
go.
wagon.
Push the fucking button. Let's go. Let's rock.
Pull that fucking button.
I'm tired of this world any fucking way. Let's nuke it. Fuck it.
You sound like a fucking Pink Floyd song.
Pull that smoke wagon.
Just like a brick in the fucking wall. Who gives a fuck?
Mother, do you think they'll drop
stand there and bleed? Pull that smoke wagon.
I don't think anybody that's under the age of 80 knows what a smoke wagon is.
Wyatt Earp for president. Wyatt Earp for president.
Could you imagine if John Wayne was still alive?
Or that was Kurt Russell.
He's rolling over.
Or would John Wayne be one of these bleeding heart liberals? Do you think
that was Kurt Russell? And he was talking to what's his name from Bad Santa? What's his name?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. He was telling him, he's smacking him around and shit. And then he goes, pull that smoke wagon. You gonna stand there and bleed?
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw what you're talking about. Was that the Hateful Eight or whatever?
No, Tombstone.
Oh, I did see that, but I saw that like, goddamn, when it first came out. I don't think I've ever seen it since.
Tombstone, brother. Tombstone.
I've only watched movies more than once, several times, not often. Like The Godfather. I've watched that several times because there's something I miss always, and I'll rewatch and be like, oh shit, I didn't see that because there's so much going on. But then there's other movies like, I don't care. I seen it. Okay, I saw it. I don't need to see it again.
Right.
And I think movies are different than like music because I can listen to the same record 30 times in a row, but I can't watch the same show 30 times in a row.
I had a dream last night that I was wearing these loose pants. I was wearing these loose pants and I shit my pants and I was with some girls and shit and I stood up and it came down my pant leg and shit and landed on the floor. And it was a weird fucking dream, dude. Weird.
Do you get enough tension at home?
It was real too.
You sharted your pants?
Yeah, I shitted.
That's not a dream for me. That happens every other day.
I shitted my pants.
You get older.
I mean, if you say you've never shit in your pants, you're a liar. Okay.
Yeah, and the older you get, it's harder to keep them cheeks closed.
Well, no, it's not even the cheeks; it's that bung.
Yeah,
that bung just can only hold back the pressure so much. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, it's happened to me before.
Did you see the shirt?
What are you gonna do? The Doors of the week. Doors show of the week. Yeah.
Now this one is from. This is from like the 80s. I bought this back in the day. I'm surprised.
So my neighbor lady was doing her laundry last night. I broke down. I said, honey, I'd love to eat your pussy.
Stop it. You did not.
I did.
Stop it.
I said the same thing.
I did too. I said it too, but my neighbor's a dude, so you did not, dude. No, stop.
I did. I actually did. And she just kept smiling and taking out her laundry.
I hope she hasn't filed
a report. And then she drove back here and washed her car so I could watch her.
There's no R in wash. There's no R in wash. You don't wash.
She washed her car. She washed her car.
Was she wearing fucking Daisy Dukes and shit?
No, it was cold, man. But she came back with her pants on and showed me panty lines and stuff. It was nice. It was a nice tease,
Yeah.
And I told her I'd really love to eat your pussy. That I did. I said it. Because I ain't scared.
Yeah.
Because that's the truth.
I'm not scared. I wouldn't be scared either. There's a difference in being scared and being a dickhead.
Any man normally would want to, but why don't you just say it, for Christ's sake?
Because why don't you just fucking stab somebody in the throat?
Well, no, I gotta kind of, at our age though, when you think about it, I gotta agree with Sidetrack here. Because I'll tell you, to be honest, we get older and if we don't fucking go out to go after it, you don't ask, you ain't gonna get none.
But that's all right. Listen, now I'm not disagreeing with you, but there's things for that. There's Tinder. There's all these apps that you're allowed to do that. There's nothing right with telling your neighbor that you want to eat her pussy, because that is just
legitimate question. No. Legitimate question I have. My question is that, so you're on Tinder for sex and shit, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you look up and there's your neighbor's daughter.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be just like standing out front smoking a joint and she walks by and says, boy, I sure like to eat that pussy?
No, because she's offering it up on Tinder. She says it's okay.
She says it's okay. Right. So you have to wait for permission to say something that's on your mind?
Listen, it's today's society.
It's like they blow that off. No. They don't just say they don't just say eat my pussy. They blow it off like I'm a nice girl.
Oh, I don't know about the Tinder in California. Then you better connect with the Tinder in Buffalo, because I can get laid every single night in the Tinder in Buffalo.
No, you're dreaming.
Oh, I'm not dreaming. I swear to God, I don't do it because I'm married. But my brother, dude, is always out there.
Always. Oh, God help you.
Tinder.
Always. It's like ridiculous. And I'll be like, what happened with that girl? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? I just had some fun. I'm telling you. There's the way to do it. Now, if your neighbor and your neighbor and you know that wouldn't offend her, that's a different story. But
how could it offend her? She's single and I never seen her with a man.
You don't understand today's society. In today's society, that's seen as like sexist. It's seen as like a perv.
Yeah, but she seemed to enjoy it. So
if she enjoyed it, then it's different. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it.
Even if there's like a 30% chance that she's willing to receive that information,
I'll let you know. I'll let you know if it happens.
There's a chance.
Well, listen. I have never had a problem getting laid without being vulgar. I've never had to be vulgar to get laid.
No, I've never had to be vulgar. But that's not vulgar. That's just,
it's vulgar.
Pussy. I mean, that ain't vulgar.
It's vulgar. On. It's vulgar. No matter which way you spin it, man. It's vulgar.
I'm trying to offer I'm trying to offer up some help, not help, but my assistance.
Okay.
And I'm trying to
you
help her
out. Any way you want. It doesn't make it right.
By some standards, okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying
God, this is
I've
great.
never done it. I'm not saying I've never done it. And I'm not saying that I probably wouldn't do it. But I am telling you, and I agree with it, that it's not
Okay,
right.
you're sitting in a bar.
I was just being nice.
Let me
I
hit
mean,
this
there's
for
no
you.
other way to
Let me
say
hit
it.
this out of the park. Let me hit this out of the park.
Go
Okay?
ahead.
Real quick. You're in a bar and you're sitting there and this chick is sitting at the end of the bar and she's fucking hot. She's fucking by herself. And you look over her and you lick your upper lip. Like that.
That's what I did.
Hey, isn't that the same fucking thing?
I did that to her too. I would really love to eat your pussy, and I went.
It is.
You wanted to catch.
And I said, I'm good at it too. I'm real good at it too. I said.
It's the same thing. It is, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Okay, I am.
Understand? No,
because most women do enjoy the sexual thing like that.
Hey,
a lot of women do. A lot of women do. But there's a lot of
women that are in that fucking zone. There's a zone.
It's point blank, dude. It's point blank. And that's the way I am now at this point.
But what I'm saying to you is you are risking the chance to really get in trouble with it. Because by today's standards.
Wait a minute. If she goes to the police or anybody else and says, well, he said this and did that to me and did this and showed me.
It's all hearsay.
Yeah.
It is all hearsay. But now it's not anymore because now she could get like an order. I'm telling you, the law has changed so much with this stuff, man. It's like a crime now. It's like you could become a sexual predator for doing this shit. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Look it up. It's nuts. And I'm not agreeing with it. I think
all you got to do is go online and they talk about their
agree with that part. But you're taking the chance.
That's all they talk about online. They talk about cream between your legs, blowing your wad, doing this and that.
That's different. You're going there on venues.
So it's almost acceptable now. All that language is almost acceptable now.
Not for us.
For me it is. Maybe not for you.
It's not for us by society standards. We're not part of that group that can talk. We're dirty old men if we talk like that.
And don't tell me she hadn't looked it up before and knows these words.
Well, give me an idea of how old she is.
Between 45 and 50.
Well, that's
between 45 and 50, and she smiled.
Yeah,
she knows what's going on.
Well, I'm not saying she doesn't. You're missing the point. Everybody's missing that point. A woman today can be like this. Okay, now listen. 20 years ago, you could have sex with the woman. She can go and say it was rape, and you'd be like, no, she's lying, and they'd say, lady, go home. Now, you're guilty, even if she says it.
Not unless you got text messages. You got text messages
now, since we're all famous. I mean,
right.
we're all famous.
You got text messages saying, you're conversing back and
forth. Trust me, you don't need text messages. It's their word against yours now, and their word holds more value than yours.
Ever. Yeah. Look at Bill Cosby. I mean, we're famous podcast personalities now, so we're vulnerable. Yeah. We're actually vulnerable. We could be sued for this shit. I mean, yeah. So you need to be, dude, you need to be careful, dude.
There ain't no money in me. I don't have no fucking money.
Oh,
and she tells you,
just because you don't get paid doesn't mean you don't.
And she turned around and she said, not in she turns around and she says, not in a million years, not in a million. Hold on, let me finish. She says, not in a million years, you can turn around and tell her, well, at least there's a chance.
Hey,
she didn't say no. She didn't say no, and she didn't say don't talk to me like that. She didn't do that. So I'm figuring she's taking it to thought, and it's gonna fester in her, and that's gonna work for me, I think, in the long run, I'm sure.
Wake up one morning.
I'm sure she wants to drool her panties right in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm sure that she's probably saying, "Oh my God, that guy's fucking nasty and old. He looks like Aunt Jemima and shit." You know. So listen, I just posted the link to this discussion right now on our DJ Facebook or page. So now they can join if they want.
They can join if they want.
They can just hit the link and they'll come right in.
They'll come right in. We'll have guests.
Yeah, you can share that. You can share that in the KGF All Access. I deleted that because it goes off every 5 seconds and it drives me nuts. But you can share it in there if you want.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So we'll get comments and stuff then.
No,
right?
not comments. Right. They can physically come right on the show.
Okay, but I don't see it here. I don't see it here, so you're gonna have to tell me what they say.
No, you'll be able to see them. They'll be on video as well.
They'll be in the conversation with us. They'll come in with their camera. Hi, maple syrup boy, I'm here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We
won't even know they're coming. They'll just be, boop, here we are.
I have to admit, I think we made the right move, Guido. I haven't had a glitch yet. Not one glitch.
Show me. I'm from the show state.
Show you what? Somebody's got to join the fucking show.
Okay.
Well, get somebody to join. Let me see.
And if they want to join, they won't. They don't have any cojones, man.
No.
They won't join. They don't have the ball.
I see.
We'll rip them apart. So anyway, I hear there's a $10 million reward for the whereabouts of Dr. Fauci.
Oh yeah,
he's missing in action.
That's shame.
The coup d'etat is over. The coup is over. The corona coup. The corona coup. Because we all know if it weren't for the coronavirus, Donald J. Trump would still be president today.
Right. And let's not forget that made people tons of money.
Oh, yeah.
Amazon, Walmart, and those top companies made the most money they ever made in their entire existence.
Yeah, because everybody else is shut down.
Yep.
Everybody else is shut down.
Pull that smoke wagon, or are you going to just stand there and bleed?
Look, I'm worried about this guy. He was on TV like every day for 2.5 years, and now I haven't seen a hide or hair of him.
Yeah, I'm really worried about him. I think he's in an offshore prison. He's in one of those jails off, one of the boats they say were floating out there off the coast of New York.
No.
Oh, like what was that movie with Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger? Remember they were on the fucking the ship prison and they broke out of it.
Ship.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but it was cool. I don't remember the name of it. Movies don't excite me. I don't like movies. Is that weird? I mean,
no, it's not, because I revoked. I actually put in I boycott the theater.
Yeah.
Because first of all, the movies it's too expensive. And secondly, the quality of the movies are so bad.
Right.
That I just said, you know what?
Well, it's the stories and shit. The fucking shit.
It's not so much of the stories and stuff. Here how it is. Now, if you got time, go and start watching movies. Watch 5 from the 50s, 5 from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, blah, blah, blah. Watch 5 from each decade. And what you'll know, and watch different movies, 50, 51, 58. Watch different years. You'll notice that 90% of it's fucking propaganda. What, like what's going on in the world at that time. No, what they want to push in the world at that time. I can give you movies from every decade that are so propaganda, it would make, the Germans happy that they taught somebody something. I mean, because some of the Hollywood films are better propaganda films than their films.
Well,
you know what I saw last night? You know what I saw? I saw Patton last night. I watched the whole fucking thing again.
Yeah. There's a lot of liberties taken in that movie. Let me tell you, if you should read his book about his life, and I'm not saying that it's all fake what's in there, but there's a lot of things left out in there.
Sure. A lot of
potentially not glorious to the man.
Well, no, he wanted a war with the Russians.
Yeah. No, he was a great general, but he took the fall. He took the fall for the war because he didn't want to do it, and he got fucking what's his name? Shot him right down. Was it Eisenhower or yeah, just fucking fired him.
Yeah.
You know, after being such a great general because he didn't want to play their game. He didn't believe in what they were doing.
No. There was a coup against him and they killed him, so he wouldn't be a politician. Somebody killed him. He was murdered.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, they fired him because he wanted to go. He didn't want to do what they wanted to do. He was totally, and I'm not saying he was wrong. He was the right one. He was the right.
He didn't believe that Eastern Germany should have been split into pieces. He didn't believe that at all. Germany should have been come back as one nation.
Right.
And then if the communists wanted Poland, they could have Poland. But he said, I'll start a war with them motherfuckers, and that's all there is to it. Let's go. And they said, you're fired, dude.
Yeah, and they killed him.
But I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying to you is they don't show the truth in a lot of things. They don't show why the reason to a whole extent. Not everything that he did was good. They only showed the good parts. You know, I can't sit here and tell you what wasn't good.
Assassinated. Okay, he was assassinated.
Who the fuck said he wasn't? Okay, he was assassinated. No one's telling you he's not. I don't know. I can't tell you if he was or he wasn't. You know.
Well, I'm telling you.
Okay, I believe.
But anyway, Fauci, he was on TV every day for 6 months. Yeah. You changed the subject, and I was talking about fucking
talk about a movie. What?
I laid it all out.
He's not dead.
How do you know?
I guarantee it.
Dead? No, he's not dead. He ain't dead.
There's no need for him anymore.
No, he ain't dead. And I think heads should roll. I think he ought to die.
There's no need for him to be in the public eye anymore because now he's got to answer questions truthfully and honestly if he does. Hey, and that's not going to happen.
It's over.
Remember that part in the in Biden's State of the Union address the other night? She goes like this. What the fuck was that all about?
She's got TD. Tardive dyskinesia, whatever. She takes psych drugs, so you notice her face makes contortions?
Oh, Pelosi.
Yeah, and how about that other lady that talks like this, and she's got a jitter. What's her name? I don't know what the Putin is doing, and you better. And she's a fucking flake.
Who the hell are you talking about?
People like that have a problem.
I don't even know who you're talking.
That's Pelosi.
No, not Pelosi. There's another one. And she's got the shakes when she talks. And it's like, they were going to the war, but they were, and she's got the shakes, man. It's not that bad.
What are you talking about, bro? I have no clue.
He's talking about that senator.
Yeah.
She's got dark hair, short hair. What the hell's her name?
Oh
God!
People like that are weird, and their brain has got to be off. Not to mention something like who is that genius in the wheelchair? And he talk like this, and he go like this, and say the universe is all this. Who's that guy? Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
The guy was off.
He didn't talk like that by the end of his death. He talked like this.
Yeah. There's something wrong with them people. And there's people that listen to those people. I can't understand it. And they think they're great and shit, but they're weak. They're fucking off, man.
Yeah, I think
it's like having it's like having a midget do the high jump. I mean,
Fauci and his gang, the gang he belonged to, timed it perfectly. They timed it perfectly to coincide with the election. They said, okay, if this disease comes along, and we go into a fucking
I'm glad this happened.
Lockdown.
Right. That's not what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen.
Here's what happened there. Let me tell you. It's like I'm happy that it happened this way. That way Trump can come back in 24 and say, see, I fucking told you what was going to happen.
First of all, Trump's not coming back. He's too old. Anyways, this is what's going to happen.
Trump's too old, but Biden's not?
In 2 more years, yes. Biden's way too fucking old. I didn't pick Biden. Biden's old as fuck. He shouldn't be there. But anyways, what's going to happen is this war is going to keep going until November, when the election time's coming for the midterms, and then we're going to send all our troops over there because we all know that majority of the United States military votes Republican. So if they're all gone, the votes can't come in the right way. Yeah. So, Trump is too old, man. And so is Biden. Biden can't run again.
No, it's going to be DeSantis.
Yes.
Well, he's behind Trump in the polls.
Well, that's because Trump hasn't announced if he's running or not. If Trump says, I'm out, I'm not running, DeSantis is going to be the #1 person.
Yeah, well, that's coming next year, and he's never going to say that because he's a competitor. He don't play.
But he lost. I'm not a Trump not supporter, okay? But they're keeping him in the media too much on the bad things that's going on with his life. That there's a lot of
on purpose.
Right, they are. And there's a lot of people that are on the fence about Trump that are going to go away from him now. Because
it's kind of like a guy who knows what they're talking about. They don't want him. They don't want the guy that knows.
No, they don't want the guy that knows what he's doing. But that's okay. That's okay. We had his 4 years. He did his time. He got the fuck out. He finished. He didn't get kicked out.
Now, what if Donald Trump Jr. runs? Now that may change the DeSantis.
Yeah.
Okay. Now there's nothing against me saying that, or there's a possibility of either his daughter running or his son-in-law Jared Kushner, whatever his name is.
Kushner would be a better candidate than Donald Trump Jr.
Right, but he's hated by a lot of people too.
I'm just saying.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but there's other potential for the Trump family to be in there.
His wife is hot, and I need her pussy. And if I got into the same room with her and we were by ourselves, I'd ask her if she'd let me eat her pussy.
Why are you changing the subject?
And the Secret Service would kick your fucking ass in 10 seconds. I mean, kick your ass like you wouldn't believe. You would have never got your ass kicked so bad in your life.
Why do you do that? Why would you do something like that?
Because I'd like to do that. Why would
to do what?
Because he believes he can do whatever he likes, and whatever makes him feel good is okay, no matter what it makes the other person feel like.
Well, I'm not talking about that. Why do you got to jump in the middle of a conversation that we're having with bullshit?
No. You were talking about Ivanka, and I just said what I was on my mind with that.
I wasn't talking sexual about Ivanka. I was talking about her running for president. It wasn't, oh, Ivanka's sexy. I said, no, there's an option for her to run for president.
She'd be a first lady, and I'd like that.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be running in the next presidential election. There won't be a Trump on the ballot.
Probably not. But I'll tell you who I would like to see run, and I can't believe I'm saying this because he's actually a libertarian, but I like him, and that's Rand Paul.
I like Rand Paul too, but I don't think he has the support of the American people.
He doesn't. But
I don't think he can win.
If they let him prosecute Fauci like he wants to.
I want Kennedy.
He can't stand Fauci.
Kennedy.
That's
back. I want Kennedy.
That was drama. I love that. Him and Kennedy.
Jim Jordan.
Now,
Kennedy will never.
If Jim Jordan. And you're always talking about Guido. You're always talking about age, and he's too old, and he's too old, and he's too old. These guys are smart, though.
It doesn't matter. Listen. If you got a smart guy that's 82 years old and a smart guy that's 56 years old, and you want these people to run your country and not get stressed out and this and that, who are you going to pick?
Kennedy.
The 56-year-old over the 82-year-old.
Not me. I'd pick the Kennedy guy.
Well, because that's why a good thing you can't vote. It wouldn't matter. Because he's got no power whatsoever. None. There's no Republican.
No, Jim Jordan.
There's no Republican in the House or the Senate.
Jim Jordan's smart. We're not taking away the fact that he's smart.
But they don't.
I don't think he's got the support. People don't know him. People don't know. And once people find out about his record, it may get a little bit iffy. And then it'll be the primary, and there'll be 5 or 6 candidates in it, or 11 like it was last time.
Right. Do you know what? You also got to look at what they did while they were a congressman or senator. Just because they say things doesn't mean anything. Like, look at Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders may have been a good candidate, but then you look at him and say, in 34 years of him being in the Congress or the Senate, he got 1 bill passed. So what the fuck did you do the other 35 years?
Nothing. He collected the fucking money. He's a socialist.
Right. So you got to look at that too.
Well, I wouldn't want him president. He can't be. No way.
No, I wouldn't want him to be president either. I was using that as an example. I'm saying.
But he's not smart. He's not smart.
Smart enough to get away with nothing for 37 years.
Smart enough for president.
Yeah.
He was smart enough to get votes.
Well, listen. That's one of the opportunities that they gave him in a long time ago, and it's a non-firing job. In other words, they can't fire. You can't lose that job.
But you get voted out or not voted in again. He keeps getting voted in as the senator, so people like him.
All politics is local. You have to remember, it's not all national. Like Jim, like what you're saying about Jim. What's his name?
Jordan.
Jim Jordan. He's popular to his constituents in his neighborhood.
Right.
But when it comes to the national country and across the country, he's not so popular.
All right, I'll tell you what.
He's viewed as a douchebag.
My congressman.
I'm just telling you.
Here. My congressman's name is Brian Higgins. Have you ever heard that name?
No.
No, because he sucks, and he's been the fucking congressman for 22 years.
Okay, mine is Greitens. Have you ever heard of Greitens?
No. Never.
No.
Now, Senator
Greitens is my fucking senator.
Yeah. Oh, my senators, you know.
Okay.
My senator.
Which one of those jobs you can't lose?
Which one of those
jobs?
What do you mean you can't lose? You get voted in every 2 or 4 years.
No, these guys are like permanent, and they can't be out.
That's the Supreme Court. It's the only one.
That's the only one.
That's the only court.
It's the only job in the government that gets it to the
Congress. I thought Congress
can be impeached.
No, Congress, you can run forever, but you have to go up for vote every 4 years.
Oh.
Or is it 2? No, every 2 years. And senators every 4 years.
That's another thing that's going to change this year. They're going to have that midterm vote here coming up, and it's going to, a lot of people going to hang. I think.
I do think that.
Pelosi might even hang.
No, Pelosi's is too powerful.
I think the number is.
You think Pelosi would lose her job?
No.
Get voted out?
No, because she gets help.
She's the Speaker of the House.
I think it's 30.
She's in Congress.
38 Democrats are retiring.
Yeah.
38 Democrats are quitting.
Right.
38.
They know they can't win because they know the Democrats fucked up the government, and they know that they have no chance of winning. Now Pelosi will win because she is a powerhouse and she'll get the illegal votes that she savors. But other people won't get those votes in city or states that are not Democrats.
She's got dementia. She's got dementia.
So does your president.
Disease. She's got it all, man. She's got arthritis. She's got fucking cerebral palsy. And
it don't matter. As long as she's voted in, she's in.
Who cares?
As long as she gets voted in.
There was a congressman. There was a congressman who died right before the election. He had a drop dead of a heart attack 3 days before the election. Yeah. 3 days. He still won by 75% of the vote.
Here's a better one for you.
Vote by name.
Here's a better one.
Not by their accomplishment. People are stupid.
Here's a better one for you, dude. Here's a better one. There's a congressman from here who's in jail now. His name is Chris Collins. Okay. He got busted for fucking insider trading, went to prison for like 15 years, and fucking got voted in while he was in prison.
Yeah. How does that happen?
Mm-hmm. People still voted for him because he was still on the ballot.
And you think I'm stupid for asking the lady next door if she wants me to eat her pussy? Now I'm the one that's a criminal.
I didn't say you were stupid. I said that was vulgar. That's a big difference.
Vulgar. The big difference. We didn't say you were stupid. Hey, we said it's vulgar.
Not to change the subject, but
I got it. It takes balls. It does take balls to do that.
How about the baseball strike?
It does take balls.
Are we going to have baseball this year or not?
Let me think if I care about that.
I know you don't.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Fuck.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you one thing.
I think they ought to lower the minimum payment to $5,000 a fucking year and say, okay, now, motherfuckers.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that's going to happen. Whatever happens, the NFL Players Association already said they back the Major League Players Association. So that means that the NFL players are watching this close enough to see what these players get because their contract's coming up soon.
Yeah,
so
their contract's coming up this summer.
Yeah. So you may have 2 strikes.
Well, that's kind of like
this ain't a strike though. This is a lot. This is different. This is not a strike. The players are not getting paid. Nothing. The owners locked them out.
Yeah. Putin's kickball team got boycotted. They can't play, and that's the only sport they got over there.
Well, they had the Grand Prix coming to Moscow, and they lost that too.
They also lost the Olympics too right now.
They're
out of the Olympics.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're out of FIFA.
Oh, they're out of everything. People are pouring their vodka down the drain.
They're trying to. That's what happened last time when Russia became, excuse me, a dictatorship. When they ended the dictatorship, is because we collapsed their economy. Reagan collapsed their economy, and they had to stop the Soviet Union. They had to, in order for all the people to live. Yeah.
No, we can't afford a fucking war. We can't afford this. We can't afford to feed all these people. Yep. So fuck it. It dissolves, and that's why we're the Russians now. We're the Russian Federation.
And now Putin was director or head of the KGB back then.
He hated it.
So he's old world Mother Russia, and he wants it back. But listen, I'm not sticking up for this guy. But he told everybody that if you make Ukraine NATO, he was going to invade it. It's not like it should be a surprise.
But there was no talk of that, No,
it was in reports. Yes,
There's no talk about them joining NATO.
Yes, there is. They were negotiating it. They were. He doesn't want people. And I'm not sticking up for him.
You know what? So
he doesn't want people with NATO on his borders. If that
country decides to go to NATO, then they go to NATO.
Well, but just because, listen,
we need to close that gap there.
I agree with you, but he was, in his mind, he's protecting his land because now if Ukraine becomes NATO country, they could put fucking missiles there aimed at his country because they're NATO. And NATO, what was NATO created for?
It was North Atlantic Treaty Agreement, and what it was for was the defense against the communist side.
Right.
The Warsaw Pact.
So
that
why
was
is it
equal to the Warsaw Pact?
Why do we still have it?
Because they were feared of this right here. What's going on?
But no, but that's what he's afraid of them. He don't want them in their country because, he doesn't want anybody close to his country with missiles.
You want to know who's financing John Kerry? I'm going to tell you right now. You want to know. If you want to know the truth, John Kerry's being financed by the fucking former Soviet Union and oligarchs from the former Soviet Union to spread disinformation about fucking global change and global warming and all this horse shit that's going on. They're financing all this propaganda bullshit.
I don't disagree with you, but there's also evidence that John Kerry has bad things with the Ukraine too. So does Biden and Pelosi all have connections to UK or the Ukraine power plants and all that, where their kids were all presidents of those power plants, never been there, never stepped foot there, but they were the president and CEO of these companies. Why?
Yeah,
But they got money, man.
none
They
of
got
it makes
money.
any sense. None of it makes any fucking sense. And no, but it makes perfect sense when you think about it. They're doing the same thing to Europe as they're doing to the United States. You don't need fuel. We'll take care of your fuel for you. You don't have to worry about that. We'll lower emissions. We'll get that taken
That's
care
what
of
they
for you.
told the Ukrainians. They said, give up
They
your
want
nukes.
these prices
and
the
we'll
way they
protect-
are.
Give up your
They
nukes.
don't want
we'll
us
protect
driving fucking an hour to work every fucking day.
They
Yep.
said, they told Ukraine, and ever since I was a kid, Ukraine, when someone said Ukraine, I thought Russia, but that's neither here nor there. But
It was Russia when you were a kid.
and it's always been that way since, I can remember. So
Since
until
1917.
this happened, and not to mention, they got missiles in Poland. They got missiles strategically based all around Russia.
Right. That's why he doesn't want any more. That's what he said. He said they already got him in Poland. Well, they only got him on one. Okay,
And
listen.
all I can say-
Just I'm playing devil's advocate here. Listen. Okay, if Canada had all missiles pointing at us, okay, they can only get to the top half of our country. But now if Canada and South America had missiles pointing at us, they can get to almost the whole entire country. And that's what he doesn't want. He doesn't want them to be able to attack his whole entire country in one shot and not have a chance to defend it.
Right.
That's what he's afraid of. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's right. I'm not saying what he's doing is right. Because it's not.
Think that those missiles have a limit on their distance?
Yeah, you can't shoot a missile from Canada to fucking the other side of California. You can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. Not for it to be accurate. Somebody would shoot it down before it reached it.
No, they go up into outer space and come back down.
No, they don't go up into outer space. They do not go up into outer space. Ain't no missile ever been in outer fucking space. Show me one. Show me one missile that went in outer space.
Here we go.
One. Just one. Show me one. You can't. You can't.
Dude, those missiles go into the outer atmosphere and come down right where they want it to.
They do not go up that motherfucking high.
Yeah, they kind of do, man.
No, they do not go up that high. No way. No, they don't. No.
Then why were the Russians so afraid of fucking Star Wars?
I don't know. I don't know. That I can't answer. Propaganda. I don't know. I don't know.
When
Reagan check that.
Why isn't anybody afraid of it now?
We'd have to fact check that.
See, why isn't anybody afraid of it now?
And I know those missiles go in the upper atmosphere.
Why isn't anybody afraid of Star Wars now? If Star Wars was there in the 80s, it's not there now? Or nobody's afraid of it?
No, it's there. It's there. It was the truth.
Well, why is nobody afraid of it?
That's why we're saying, that's why we're saying right now to Putin, go ahead, push the fucking button, motherfucker.
No,
he's gonna get you.
We're not saying push the button. Don't think we're that powerful. We're not. If he pushes the button, he's going to take out a lot of people.
They should be.
Guido, we got a missile base in Boise, fucking Idaho.
Boise, Idaho. That they would win, but they would do a lot of severe damage with missiles. It would be the war to end all wars. I'm telling you now. It would be the war to end all wars.
In Boise, Idaho.
What the fuck
all over there that can hit Moscow, and they can hit what they want.
I don't know what bullshit you've been reading, because there's not been one missile that went that far. Show me. You keep saying it, but research it and show me any missiles that went that far.
What should I look it up on?
Anything you want. Look it up on I'm a stupid motherfucker.com.
You tell me.
I want a video.
ICBM.
I want a video.
I'll just go to Google right now and say how far.
Not something that says it did it. I want a video of it. A video of
you want to YouTube then? more like an animated, because nobody's fired.
No, not an animated one. Bullshit. Animate my ass balls. A fucking real one.
Nobody's ever shot that one, a real one like that.
Like, oh, okay. So then how do you know they can do it?
They said.
I don't know. They probably
they
have.
Said, they said go get the shot too.
It.
They said go get the shot.
I think you're right, Free Ride. I think they've shot them off into the ocean to wherever they want. They've tested.
So what you're saying, Guido, is that if the Russians went into ballistics and fucking went up with their, they couldn't hit us.
No, why do we have missile base right there in fucking Boise, Idaho? It's so far away from anything. And why are they there then if they can't hit something?
Because that's for income and stuff, brother. That's for if we get invaded.
No, these are.
It's in the middle of America. Think about it. It's in the middle of America.
That's right.
It's centrally located to go any way they want. Now, they have a long range. I'm not saying they don't have some range. Okay. I'm not saying they can't go miles with precision. I'm saying they can't go from Idaho to Moscow without it being shot down first.
No, they don't have to, because that's why we've got subs in the Atlantic.
Okay, that's more believable.
Yeah, but
you have to be closer to the target.
That's why we have submarines,
and
that's why we have submarines out in the Atlantic.
We have fucking ships that can do that too. Okay,
those are the small ones.
Yeah,
but we don't have surface. We don't have surface missiles that can go from Idaho to Moscow. We do not have that.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
No.
Well, show me. I mean, realistically, show me. I was in the United States Army in the early 90s, and I was stationed at the Field Artillery Training Center, and ain't nothing we've ever saw went that far.
I'm going to ask Google here.
What? You're thinking of old ass days when they said they could do it. There's no proof of it's ever being done. Not even at a training exercise to go half that distance. Is there any proof of it?
They shot them into the ocean and hit their targets. They
From
have
the ocean?
tested them. They've tested them left and right. And
from the ocean. Think about that. In the middle of the ocean is closer than Idaho.
No, not if you shoot it all the way to fucking other side of the world. Ocean.
They don't shoot it from the other side of the world. Come on, keep researching. Look for it. It should be easy.
Well, hold on a minute.
Well, shut the fuck up and look. It should be simple and easy. You should be able to find it right away.
Okay, be quiet. Let me ask it, okay?
Ask it.
Can a nuclear missile shoot from Boise, Idaho to Moscow?
You're gonna get
how far can the U.S. nukes travel? If you fire it on more conventional, flatter trajectory, the missile could have a maximum range of some 13,000 kilometers.
Kilometers, that's not feet.
Not feet.
That's kilometers. So it's less feet.
13,000.
13,000 kilometers or whatever, and put all of the constitutional U.S. in range. They can hit anywhere here, I guess.
Yes, that's all they can go. They can't go intercontinental.
Yeah, they do. Continental U.S. in range of Putin.
Right.
Of theirs.
From submarines, not from the mainland of fucking,
See, that's what North Korea is doing too, is testing and trying to get distance on their missiles so they can reach LA.
They're trying, but they haven't succeeded anywhere close. They haven't
How far can Russian nukes reach? Shit, this is all.
It should be really easy to find because the truth is not out there because there's no proof of it anywhere. It's propaganda. You've been brainwashed.
No, you
Yes.
have.
No, I have
You've been
not.
blinded.
No, but how do you get fucking blinded when you open your eyes?
Okay, here it is. Here it is. The average
16,000 kilometers.
Let me get in a word, will you? 13,000 kilometers turns into 8,770 miles.
Okay.
This one here, it's increased to 16.
That's not
16,000.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Our longest range ICBM that I just looked up was 27,000 kilometers.
There you go.
You put in 27,000
and convert it to miles.
That's 16,777 miles.
How many?
That's our longest range is 27,000 kilometers.
Right.
We can reach the Soviet Union.
No, you can't. There's. I said. That's not the. That's how many feet? Look at the feet. That's not the distance of from here to Soviet Union.
Oh no. Okay. We want to know that. Okay. Altitude. We'll go back to altitude.
No, the feet or the miles, not the kilometers.
Yeah,
the miles.
What are you talking about?
That's
miles.
what I just said. I converted it. I went from kilometers to miles.
What is
How
it?
Many miles?
27,000 kilometers.
Miles. How many miles?
You're not listening to me at all, are you?
I didn't hear you. You broke up, and I want to know how many miles. I don't care about the kilometers.
It turns out that it was like 80. Fuck. I'll do it again.
No, kilometers is more than miles, dude.
Right. 27,000.
So it would be less than 27,000.
Turns into 16,777 miles.
That's not
16,000 miles. Round it off. 16,000 miles.
Put it on the calculator.
Okay. So 16,000 miles is not Russia.
How far is Russia?
Okay.
16,000 miles is nowhere near Russia.
Bullshit.
It's on the ocean somewhere.
No, it isn't.
Unless you go up to Canada way or South America way.
No.
Yeah.
From Boise, Idaho to Moscow. Miles. That's it's not 19,000 miles.
It's only 2,766 miles from Salt Lake City to Moscow, Russia.
See? Wipe them out. Wipe them out.
You're not going to wipe them out.
Okay. How high
that's
can
not
they
a
go?
nuclear missile, though. That's not a nuclear. It's a ballistic missile. Okay, that's not a nuke.
It's carrying nukes. It's
no,
all
it can't be nukes. It's a ballistic missile. Can't carry nukes. It's not
a
powerful.
Bullshit. What are you talking about?
It's not nukes. They're ballistic missiles.
No, they got nuclear fucking warheads on these missiles in Boise, Idaho.
The nukes only. No, I don't know. You show me the proof of one going that far, I'll believe it. I never seen it. I'm not believe it.
Of course you haven't seen it.
Well, right.
But I'll guarantee it.
How can you guarantee it if they don't know it, if they don't have any evidence of it?
They do.
Where?
They've shot them into the ocean for that many miles. That's how they know how many miles it goes.
Where?
I don't know where it is. You got to go to the fucking NASA. They'll tell you.
You're telling me that you couldn't find that shit a leak on any government doing it. Any government can have the capability of making these missiles then. The United States, the UK, Canada, whatever. And nobody's got footage. Nobody's got footage of them testing it anywhere. Not even in a spy effort. None.
That's what you say. That's what you say.
You're telling me in the age of the leak, of the government leaks that have come out in the past 20 years, none of that has ever leaked? Bullshit.
Bullshit. How do you think I know it? It's been leaked. I know it.
Where is it? Show it to me. You heard it. You heard it.
That's right. I've read it.
That's hearsay. You read it.
I've read it and I've heard it. How else do you get to know things like that? You can't go up there and witness it.
Why
How
not?
are you going to get 16,000 miles away to fucking witness the bomb going off?
Then how did they witness it? How did they
They're not going to televise it. Why would they televise it?
You just believe whatever they tell you. That's all.
No, they're not going to televise it and show you something.
No country
you believe it anyway.
Oh, North Korea. North Korea wouldn't televise it to show their strength. No, they wouldn't do that.
They did it. They showed us what they're trying to do.
They did not. They did not show it. They shot it.
Go off.
They showed it going off. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
They didn't show it hitting nothing.
They know how far it went. They know how far it went.
How the fuck do they know how far it went? They got a fucking trick.
They followed it. You don't know because you weren't there.
If they followed it, wouldn't they fucking film it?
You weren't in the radar room. No. How are you going to film a rocket going to 16,000 miles? You're going to have to see the end. The beginning and the end is about all you're going to see. The rest of it is in the upper atmosphere. How high do they go, Free Ride? How high do they go?
Trying to figure that out.
Yeah, but you're not showing me video, brothers. So that could tell you anything, and I don't care. You believe it or not, you can believe it. I might be wrong, I might be right. I don't give a shit. Until I have proof of things with my visual eyes, I can give a fuck what's written in a book. I can give a fuck what somebody said it was.
Well, you got to be kidding.
He's a denier, man.
He's a
denier. He will deny.
I want proof. I want proof.
Yet he believes in God.
I do. I do.
See?
I got the proof.
You don't believe in real shit, but he believes in God. They told him it.
You're saying that you believe in aliens coming here, but you think that I believe in God is crazier than you believing in aliens coming? And who's the fucking weird one?
I think that I believe in the missile testing.
But you also believe in aliens. You
more
also
so than I do in
space, because you've been indoctrinated for the past 50 years.
And do you think that the human race is the most intelligent beings in the universe?
Besides the heavens, yes.
Who told you that?
And nobody has to tell me that. Who's smarter than us? Where's there proof that anybody's smarter than us?
Who told you that?
Where's your
that?
proof that anybody's smarter than us?
Ain't nobody smarter than me, motherfucker.
Where's the proof that there's other beings that are smarter than us? Yeah, there's none.
There's no proof.
Why?
You don't have that proof.
Why? Because it doesn't exist. You can't have proof of things that are theory. You can't have proof of things that we want to be true. You got to have proof or not.
You think there's no life anywhere else besides here?
I absolutely think that, yes.
I see. But you don't believe in nuclear missiles. How high do they go, Free Ride?
I didn't say I don't believe in nuclear missiles.
They can go 700 miles above the surface.
And that's not space. Nowhere near space.
But it don't matter. You two got this.
That's pretty high.
You got this. It don't matter.
That's not space, though.
That's the upper atmosphere.
Shoot, it's not the upper atmosphere. 700 miles is fucking planes fly 700 miles up.
No,
they don't.
How much do planes fly?
35,000 feet.
35,000 feet.
And this is what? Miles. How many feet you say?
7 miles. 7.
Oh, 7 miles. So planes fly up what? 3.5 miles?
Yeah.
3.5. No, they go up 7 miles.
I said plane.
30,000. The average commercial airline goes 30,000 feet.
Okay.
35.
Yeah.
Okay. And those go 7,000 feet. That's nowhere near space. What the fuck are you talking
about? That's 7 miles.
That's miles, not feet.
Okay, well, how much feet how many miles does a airplane fly is what I said.
That's what I said, 7 miles.
This feet crap shit.
No, 7 miles high, 35,000 feet. Now he's saying they go up 700 miles into space.
Okay. Plane flies.
35,000 feet average. That's 7 fucking miles.
We'll say 31,000 feet.
That's 6.5 miles.
5.8 miles.
Okay.
Okay. And that's okay. That's pretty high up. All right. If you do it that way, that makes more sense.
Before
I thought
700 miles.
Well, because you said
but it's not 500,000 miles.
No.
500 miles above the surface.
No, I know.
And they come over and they come back in.
It just goes up.
They
only go up high enough to get the arc to hit their location. They don't fly through the atmosphere and then come down. They just go up that way to get enough air to come down in the where they need to come down.
A long ways away.
And I'm not saying they can't go a long ways. I never said that. I just said there's no way you can have a war from missile to missile, from location to location. Okay, it's not going to happen that way. Yet 1, 2, maybe. But if you want to do the most severe damage, you put a nuclear sub or a fucking warship with outside their fucking perimeter.
I don't know your truth.
Hey,
all I know, when they come, and they will come, when they come, I ain't gonna feel a motherfucking thing. Because when they tell me they're coming, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna have a bottle of fucking tequila and a fucking big old fucking stash of marijuana, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna get fucking obliterated and get fucked up.
I'm not gonna worry about it because I live right next door to Niagara Falls, and that means we have a full service Air Force base here with many warheads and probably nuclear weapons there. So I feel safe.
Whiteman Air Force Base has the B-1 bombers there.
Yeah. But see, since we're the closest to New York City,
we can reach them.
Right.
And that's all there is.
And we can do damage. And the reason we get a nice military or nice Air Force is because we're the closest to New York City Air Force.
Now, the submarines have smaller nukes than those ballistic bastards that coming out of the ground, and they don't go as high up. And they got the smaller. Yeah, and they have a smaller payload. Now, but they're effective. Now
they don't have a smaller payload. The best payload is dropping it over the country, just like they did in Japan. That is the best payload right there. That would be the most.
That's what they got on those long range ballistic fuckers that go up into fucking the upper atmosphere.
And I'm telling you right now,
I gotta tell you,
it can't be followed. It can't be stopped.
Wait. Let me finish real quick. The bombs that were dropped on Japan are about 1/8.
Oh, I know.
The megaton that what we got now.
I know. Yeah. I know. I'm
so one of our bombs equals 8 of those.
And here, let me tell you something. If we do that, like we did on Japan, then we're assholes. I don't give a fuck. Okay. We don't decimate a whole country because their leader is an asshole. Okay.
Well, why do we have them then?
That's what they're hoping to do.
Right.
That's what they're hoping to do.
I was saying this, Guido. The first one to throw the first punch, 9 times out of 10, they win the fight. Now, if the Russians shoot first, we get a bloody nose and we can't see, and we go ahead and shoot our missiles at them, and then, but who's going to win? It's going to be fucked up. I guarantee you.
Nobody wins. Mutual destruction, man.
Armageddon.
You're gonna do that, but and I guess we're gonna know that it's coming. I hope
it's not gonna come. People use nuclear weapons as a deterrent to people. Okay, the devastation that it would create. Now, just think about it. If they went and annihilated part of a country with nuclear weapons, every other country in the world would attack them. Every other country, except for China and North Korea. They would be gone in one day. So the threat of it is just to keep everybody at attention and keep everybody pushed back. I really don't think anybody's going to push the button. I'm not sure of it.
I hope Star Wars shoots down a few of their missiles coming at us. you know, and I hope a couple miss, you know, and but I don't think that's going to happen. Do you really?
No, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Putin's just talking shit because that's what
he's talking shit. He's trying to make threats.
Right. Well, he's trying to give himself time.
But they can reach
us. One thing is for sure, the Russian
people, DC, they can reach everywhere, man.
Yeah. They got subs too. They got subs with them on there. They can get close. Yeah. They don't have to worry about that. They can get close.
Halfway across the world, they can reach.
You know what I don't like is that because you're not a UN country that they can't help you. That's bullshit.
And Russia is our neighbor. Bullshit. Really. From right up there on top of Alaska and Russia together, they're actually our neighbor.
Actually, Russia could take Alaska in a heartbeat.
My question is they could end the fighting right now if the UN were to say, hey, look, we're going to take a vote, and whether you guys abstain or not, whatever votes in helps. We're going to send a fucking peacekeeping people in there, and that's the end of that. It's not NATO, it's the UN.
Yeah, no, NATO. UN.
But Biden invited Putin to take Ukraine because he says, I'm drawing the line here on Poland and Warsaw and all these other NATO ones. And if you cross that line, it's okay if you come into Ukraine. So he's inviting them and allowing it to happen. And so Putin's going to take full advantage of that and take what he thinks is his up into that line. And then, you know,
he thinks it's all his.
Really his blessing.
Listen, that was Mother Russia from 1917 when they killed the Russian Tsar Nicholas and Anastasia, his daughter. From 1917 to 1991, it was Soviet Union. It was Ukraine, Belarus, Poland. It was Pakistan, East Germany. I mean, it was huge. Now, what happened is the United States bombed their economy and collapsed the Soviet Union. Okay, so now they all broke up into their own country so they could survive. He wants that back.
There you go.
He wants it back.
And Biden said, "You can have it. Go ahead. You know, sorry, people."
And I'm not saying right.
Once again, America breaks a promise. 1994, Bill Clinton again breaks another promise. Made a promise he couldn't keep. You give up your
nukes and we'll protect you. And then they don't.
They don't.
That's all a game. It's all a game. It's just like we helped in Bangladesh. We helped in Benghazi, not Bangladesh. Benghazi, we did real good there. We did good in the war on terror in Afghanistan and Iraq and Iran. We just fucking killed those countries for no reason. Saudi Arabia, and then we leave.
Yeah.
Then we leave. Just, you're on your own now. We helped you for 20 years and fuck you now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Yeah, we're done with you.
We're done.
You may go now.
Yeah.
I feel for the people over there in the Ukraine, even if I still thought it was a Russian Russia part of it.
All right.
So
But it hasn't been since '91. How did you not know that?
Well, I just never paid attention to that part of the world.
He knows from.
I looked into shit like missiles, how far they go and how high they go, and I was more into that kind of shit.
Okay, but come on now, you didn't know? Yeah. You ever watch fucking what's that one show? Oh my God, from Kakistan. What was his name? Come on, Free Ride.
What guy from Pakistan?
No, Kakistan. Remember Sacha Baron Cohen did him? Borat.
Oh, Borat. Yeah. Borat.
He's from Pakistan. That used to be Russia too.
That used to be part of Russia.
Yeah.
Afghanistan, part of Russia.
What's the other one? Crimea or
Crimea?
Crimea. I always say Crimea. I don't know why. Yeah. That was Belarus.
It's part of the world.
Belarus and Belarus is still a fucking communist puppet. You know, they're the same boat as Ukraine will be. That's the way Ukraine will be. It will be under a Soviet puppet. But you know what? They've thrown the last two out, saying, "No, get the fuck on. No, we're independent. Fuck you, get out."
Right.
And then Putin says, "Well, then I'll just wipe all you motherfuckers out, or kick you out, and that'll be the end of that. We won't have to deal with this shit." Because he's never done it before. He's always done it through
sanctions and shit.
He's always done. I think he bit off more than he can chew. I think Biden. I think Biden is in for a rude awakening after this is all said and done. I don't think he lives through 2024. He's dead.
He's fucking.
I think they're gonna kill him.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, because I think that he screwed up this bad. This is, real bad.
Yeah.
And open the pipeline.
Yeah. Well, he's, I don't know. He's got to be off his rocker. I mean, this is not. Boy, I see some of this stuff on TV and the bombs going off behind the news reporters and what have you, and I'm going, wow, man, they might as well just give it up and try to get along.
But they won't.
Would you do that?
They want as much. They want as much carnage. They want as much violence and carnage as you can get.
Yeah, I would fight for my.
Want it all, man.
I would rather fight and die for my freedom.
They're outnumbered. That'd be like the rest of America going right on top of New York.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to live in some gulag or something, or some concentration camp, or anybody trying to tell me exactly what I'm supposed to do. Now, I do live in a country that does that, but not horribly, not 100%.
Well, if you got money, then you're.
I got indoctrinated. I quit school because I was being indoctrinated.
Sure, anybody goes to school is indoctrinated.
And so I fucking got a GED and said, I'm fucking out of here. I said, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. I'm done.
Yeah. That GED is so fucking easy. I could have took that GED in ninth grade.
I didn't do my GED till I was in 1980, 81, 80 or 81.
Yeah.
80 or 81.
I was 7.
You were 7?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I ain't buying it, but okay.
I was 7. I was born in 1974.
I mean, the human race is the most intelligent race in the universe.
Yeah. Well, okay. If you think there's somebody smarter than you, where? I mean, I don't understand why you would want to think somebody was out there more intelligent than you.
Who told you that?
Who told me what? What? That's me told me that.
We're the smartest beings in the universe.
Why would I want to be? I didn't. Nobody has to tell me that.
Really?
Who told you?
We're the smartest beings in the universe.
Who told you that there's other life beings out there?
We don't know.
No, we don't know.
I don't know. There might be.
There might be.
Yeah, I don't know.
There you go. Yeah. Now you're being intelligent.
Intelligent what? No, you're telling me that there is. I'm telling you
that there could be.
I'm telling you there could be, but to me, I 100% believe there isn't. I see that he keeps forgetting that I keep saying I believe, not that I know.
Yeah,
it could be different. I believe means that's what I think. Okay, so
that's what you've been taught.
That's not what you've taught.
And you're a human, so of course you would be arrogant enough to say, I am the smartest in the universe.
Who would teach me
nothing? There's nothing smarter than me in this universe. See?
Okay. No, that's not what somebody taught me, because I look at a bug and say, okay, that's pretty smart. That bug's pretty smart for a bug. I don't think that I'm smarter than the bug. Bug's pretty damn smart for what it could do. I don't think there's anybody smarter than me. I don't. I'm not saying no. Let me rephrase that, because there is people smarter than me. That's a fucking retarded statement to make. Many people smarter than me. I don't think that there's
a lot of people smarter than me.
I don't think that there's another life form that is more intelligent than humans are. There's a lot of pretty stupid humans, okay? But they're pretty intelligent in some ways. They can feed themselves. They can take a shit.
Humans.
They can take a shit.
The monkey isn't building airplanes and TVs and flying around the world.
The monkey's also not human.
That's right.
Okay.
But we're also not doing things that some of the probably.
I don't know. I've met some pretty smart monkeys, man. I've met some smart.
Yeah.
I've met some monkeys that are smarter than a lot of humans.
They're not building airplanes. They're not building airplanes and talking on the phone and shit like that.
How do we know they can't? We haven't given them a chance yet. We haven't.
Oh yeah, we have.
And just because we don't understand what they say, we don't understand their language, but they clearly communicate to each other.
Sure, there's instinct.
They clearly communicate to each other. No instinct, your balls. They talk to each other.
You know the shell game? That shell game where you take the cups and the ball?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Your natural reaction, if someone throws a ball at your face, your natural reaction is to fucking block it, okay?
Yeah. And a monkey wouldn't do that?
A monkey, a monkey's going to do shit like that.
But if I throw a ball at you when you're a child, it's going to hit you right in the fucking face.
Well,
until you learn.
You got to learn.
Until you learn to throw that ball away. Now, if I keep throwing the ball at the fucking monkey, sooner or later, he's either going to kick my ass or stop that ball. Or stop that ball. Because you don't know until you get taught.
But he's not building airplanes yet or things like that.
Because we haven't taught him how to yet. We taught each other how to. Yeah. We taught each other to.
No, it's an apes world. Mm-hmm. Planet of the Apes. Mm-hmm. Hey, you know that shell game where you get the cups and the ball?
Yes, I know the shell game.
I watched the gorilla kick that game's ass. I watched the gorilla. Yeah.
Yeah, because they could watch it, see it. They're very closest to us, they say. With brain wise. And I believe that because there's a lot of them that can do tasks. Even the monkey little organ grinder, he does a job, man. He goes out there and does his little thing, collects his quarters from everybody. Yeah,
I think
that takes some skill.
There's only one point of DNA that distinguishes apart from the chimp.
Yeah, and that's why they say we evolved from apes, whatever. But here's the thing: the most gross thing that you'll ever see, and I've seen this, is a gorilla masturbating.
That's disgusting.
Yes.
I guess people have seen that.
Now, is that a female or a male?
It was a male.
Well, there was this chick that I met that she just came.
Froze up.
Came to the garage and she goes, "We went to the zoo today."
I'm trying to catch you all.
This big female gorilla was finger banging herself and doing full throttle on that motherfucker, and so that must happen often. I've never seen it.
It does. You could actually, it's disgusting, but you could actually go on YouTube and find it. Well, you used to be able to. You might not be able to anymore because some monkey advocate group might have got mad that the monkey was masturbating on YouTube. So it might not be on there anymore. But
was it male or female?
It was a good dude. He was the one I saw was stroking his banana.
Oh. Did you stay for the money shot?
Oh, of course. Really? Of course. Yeah. And then the best was when my daughter, I forgot how old, but she was little, and she saw
the money shot. You're full of shit.
She saw the monkeys procreate.
Now see, like, I'm supposed to believe that.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, go monkey, go monkey, go. Yeah. That's what I said.
Last time I saw a monkey, last time I went to the zoo and saw this monkey, he was throwing shit at the glass window that you're looking through.
I've seen that.
Throwing shit at it. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I've only seen one or two animals doing it. A fly 2 flies doing it, a couple of squirrels doing it, a couple birds, birds doing it. Dogs.
I used to tell my brother he was gay because his dog, when we were kids, his dog used to let, it was a boy dog, used to let, it was a big husky, and he used to let the little chihuahua next door fuck it up the ass. And I'm like, dude, they say owners are like their dogs, so I don't know. Your dog's pretty gay, but yeah, he was. Gay. Yeah, yeah, not my.
Well,
dog.
that might be true. You know, do they have a prostate? Do doggies have a prostate?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think every mammal has a prostate.
Yeah.
No, women don't.
No, that's true. I think every male mammal has a prostate.
Okay, get it right.
Yeah, that's, well, I thought maybe I wouldn't have to, you know, you just know the basics of anatomy.
No, you got to spell it out, man. I thought you thought it was any animal does.
Speaking of, have you ever been involved in male prostate milking? You know, where the chick jerks you off while she's finger banging your ass?
No.
Oh yeah. Whew. Yeah.
Once.
Whoa. Hey.
Yeah, that's you know.
I've done fingering and what have you too, you know.
Okay, this just in. NATO has given the green light for Poland to give them those planes, 70 of them, 70 MiGs. Yes. So they got that. That's an equalizer there, man. Yeah. That's going to help a lot.
How many? 70.
70.
Yeah. 70
nice.
Planes.
Yeah. That'll be good.
That'll help shoot down those fucking Russian bastards.
The only thing that bothers me now is that some of our boys are over there, or some of our boys.
Who's pilot those planes? Who?
A combination of people. It could be Americans, could be whatever. They're UN planes. So
they're all MiGs. So they're from Poland and Slovakia.
Yeah, you got to learn how to fly.
Czech Republic.
It would take weeks to train.
No. The planes. I think the planes come with pilots. I think they come with pilots.
Oh, they better. Yeah, you got to train. If the Ukrainians don't have those, they're not training for those, and they're probably
the original. They still have an Air Force, but they're limited to 27 planes. But now
but that's just in Poland. That's not to attack anybody. That's just to stop an invasion of Poland.
Right.
That's all that's for. That's just to protect Poland's borders. They're not going to go into the Ukraine or into Russia.
No. Yeah. No. They have to have Ukrainian pilots. They cannot be Polish. They cannot be anybody else but Ukrainian pilots. And they say they've got enough of them.
Yeah.
And they say, well, if they fly in, Putin said that if they fly in from a NATO country, I'm going to consider that an act of war. Well, let's see how he goes.
Yeah. But I don't think they're going to fly out too much. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, that would be.
Guido, hold on. He just said that those planes are going from Poland into the Ukraine for their defense.
Right, but that's still NATO or UN forces. That's still planes from that's still planes from the UN or NATO. So that's giving them an act of war, he's saying. So if those planes leave Poland, he's going to consider that an act of war.
That's what he says.
Yes. That's what he said before this. He said if they get any help.
Helping them and supplying them, yeah. And but we're giving them weapons anyway and bullets and
I don't know.
They got some tanks, probably.
Well,
they got some tanks, I think.
The Serbians love Russia, man. The Serbians are out there fucking rallying for the Russians and saying, yeah, go. Get rid of them Nazi motherfuckers and shit like that. So it's a two-way highway on this thing, man. Russia is not alone as people might make you think.
No.
Russia is not alone in this.
No, they're not. They also, China is just a step away from helping Russia. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, China is the Russians' biggest ally. They're staying neutral right now because they got a lot of financial things in the other countries. So, but if it comes down to a world war, China may go on that side. You never know.
Right.
And North Korea, for that matter.
Well, I'm trying to find things that are trending on the computer. I'm not finding a whole lot because the war is consuming everything.
Sure. That's what they want.
Including COVID, and now COVID is over. Just like
I
Trump
haven't heard the word on COVID.
He throws his right hand and says one day it will just go away.
Yeah.
And what has it done? One day it just went away.
She's gone.
Like that shit.
Yeah. But I tell you what, it did a lot of damage.
Is that magic? Is that magic? Did he have premonition?
Actually, it thinned a lot of things out. It made it a lot better around, because less people.
That's not what it did. What it did is it fucking helped collapse the economy. What it did was help the fucking debt ceiling go way the fuck up. It caused many of small non-corporate businesses to go out of business.
And half that shit didn't need to be done, if you ask me.
They want monopolies, so it's easier. They want monopolies because that way it's easier for them to control the corporations.
Right.
Fewer the businesses, the better for the government.
Just like old world Russia.
That's why they want marijuana legal and for everybody to smoke it, so you be passive and let this shit. They want you to be
passive fools.
Right.
That's right.
But that might backfire on them because some people actually think more clearly when they are smoking. Okay. And when you start thinking more clearly and your brain starts to go drifting off into different scenarios, you think a little differently. Okay. When your brain is not under the influence of marijuana, you're just kind of like blinders on, I think.
Yeah,
so maybe it'll backfire.
Money so you can go and buy munchies, and that'll keep you happy, and you'll be keep
the economy going.
But you'll
buy munchies.
But you'll buy the munchies from Lay's and not from Joe's potato chips, because Joe's went out of business because of the COVID.
Well, no, that's over now, so that can't happen now. See,
but Joe's potato chips is already out of business because of COVID. So now you can only buy corporate run Lay's.
It'll come back.
It's not going to come back like we did. It's going to start from scratch again, and it's going to have to build back up to people. It's what you call a reset.
Lay's potato chips. Lay's quit.
No, Lay's didn't quit. Do you fucking listen? You don't ever fucking listen.
We were talking about how corporations, through COVID, the larger corporations stayed in business while the smaller businesses went out of business or closed up shop.
Well, Lay's potato chip ain't small.
What I said, listen.
That's what we said. Listen to
what I said is now you'll go to the supermarket and can only buy Lay's instead of Joe's potato chips.
You have no other choice but Lay's. They own it all. They have it all. It's just like in the movie with Sylvester Stallone, where they go and Taco Bell is every fucking restaurant in town.
Right.
Oh, so there's no Granny Goose and there's no
no, there's nothing. Keebler, nothing. And they all Keebler's owned by Nabisco, so they should be okay.
Yes, Keebler's fine
by them. Okay. Yeah. And so what happens is that the fewer the corporations there are, the easier they are to be controlled by the government.
Yeah.
And that's where we're headed to.
And when you're the head of a corporation and the government says to you, we're going to give you a tax break if you do this or this.
Right.
And they do it. Everybody wins in that scenario, except us. All right. So, it's easier, like he said, to get the fucking people that are in charge of more people like Amazon and Walmart and all that stuff on your side, because now you can easily control more people in the country that work. Where if a quarter of that people, if a quarter of those people worked at Joe's delivery service, nobody's going to know about those people really. But now that Amazon's so big, they're linked to the government. Trust me.
and Lay's is government run, and all the other mom and pop chips are all gone. So it's going to be socialist. I think it'll build back up again. And you're saying that's because of the Rona. And I think it's going to build back up again since the Rona's flattened out.
Nobody's got money. Nobody can buy things. I went to go buy drywall the other day and I fucking almost shit my pants.
No, you don't understand the will of the people that have to, that will.
The people, if you don't have the money, dude, how are you going to do anything?
There's some out there that got money, and those are the ones that are going to survive.
Right. Those are the ones that are going to survive, but very few. The ones that got money are the ones that still had money.
But it'll create more jobs
to afford a car
because
they'll be the only ones
a car.
They want to take all of us
have a job. They have to have a job. People will get, ingenuity. They're smart. People are smart, ain't they?
But that's going to take a long ass time, or we're going to be too socialist by that time, and we can't do it.
And see, Joe is kind of right. He's saying build back better. Of course, we're down at the bottom now, man. Yeah.
Well, if you think about it for just a minute, if you think about it, it's not just the large corporations that are going to be under their control. By proxy, we are under their control. Now, if you think that these stimulus packages that they were sending out, you weren't going to pay back, well, by God, you're paying it back right fucking now. They knew this was coming.
Yeah,
they're not that stupid. They play stupid. Yeah, they may have stayed in a Holiday Inn last night, but they fucking knew this shit was coming. They knew, and if they didn't, they were asleep at the fucking wheel.
Yep.
We're all stupid. That's what it is, because we're getting pushed around.
It's not that we're stupid. It's that the propaganda pushes people, and people tend to want to believe what they're told.
Being pushed around.
People want to believe what they're told. They want to trust in the government. They want to trust in their fellow man. They do. But
yeah. And who's to say if on another planet there's some bunnies running around, they got lots of carrots and vegetables growing wild, everything. The only thing on that planet's these bunnies, and they don't need an airplane or a TV or this and that. It's like
they would have but they would have problems too, because there are all white bunnies, and then there's these brown bunnies, and then there's rabbits, and they'd all
whatever's up there in control. We're only a test tube of people that try to figure shit out, and we figure it out, and they get the profits of it. See, because we're just more or less a test tube for them,
You keep smoking that good stuff, dude.
I know.
You keep smoking that good stuff. It gets you, You come up with these really fucking, wonderful, whatever you want to call them,
scenarios. World, universal. Really.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I got a couple of good movie ideas. I got some good movie ideas.
Stop it. You got shit.
No?
Your brain's like mush. You're like Joe Biden brain.
Joe Biden brain?
The Joe Biden brain. JBB.
Really?
That's what we're going to call you, JBB. Is that, you like your new name? JBB. Joe Biden brain. Hi, my name's Joe Biden brain.
Joe Biden brain.
JBB.
I get this vision of this. There's this brain in the Oval Office inside this jar.
Right.
Oh, no.
And it talks and shit. It tells them, today you got to do this.
That's it, boys. You're gone.
Man. Come on, man.
You
really
get
stoned. I'm really getting stoned.
Me too, dude. I kept smoking it and not realizing I was smoking, and I kept smoking and not realizing I was smoking, and then I kept smoking more, and now I'm pretty tore up.
Oh, I'm out of frame.
It's all
I'm
good,
like,
dude. It's all good. You can handle it. You can
Yeah.
handle it with you,
I'm
brother.
tore up.
Tore out of frame.
Yeah.
but my mind is expanding. How can that be?
I
Your
don't know.
mind is expanding. Are
Your
you
mind-
learning
Yeah,
anything?
It's been put on us so long that it's bad for you and this and that, and don't do it. And, the main reason is you'll go to jail, you know. What the fuck is their problem, right?
I'm on. I am on site. I am in the Ukraine, covering the battle, and a lot of death and destruction here. And
Dude, you'd be running for the hills.
And he's in the Black Sea over there.
oh man, I'd fight. I'd fight.
You would be running for the hills.
He's in Kosovo right there. He's right down there, and yeah, he's in Kosovo, and you're in Yakutsk.
Yakutsk. What?
I'm in Yakutsville. Yakutsville, and he is in Yakut.
What is Shitville? What did you say?
Yakutsville.
Yakutsville.
I don't know what that means.
That's a town he's in right there, I say.
You hurt my brain sometimes. You know that?
You both hurt my ears, man. You do something else.
He does. He hurts my brain.
I got to tell you, you know what? We've done a lot of these shows, fellas. We've done a lot of these shows, and I am so glad we decided to do this format.
Yeah.
You know, and I think this is a lot of fun. I love it when you guys argue, and then we get over it, and it's so much fun to do that. And I think you guys are just something else. That's why you're both my brothers, man. Thank you so much. I had a rough week last week, but I'm pulling through. So yeah, last week was tough, buddy. But anyway, this whole thing is brought to you by the Biden administration and their laser care attitude and their follow from behind. Lead from behind. That's it. Lead from behind. Really, reminds me of the Three Stooges. Right, well, you know when the Stooges go into a scary situation, there's Biden and he's slapping fucking Kamala Harris in the back of the head. Yeah, go to Europe, bam. You go first. You go first. And there's Shep going, I don't want to go first.
Yeah, ain't it? That's how it is.
That's how it is. It's fucking comical. It's hilarious. These guys are fucking.
I can't wait. Every day is something new, and it's wonderful, isn't it? It's funny. It's comedic. I love it. It's just like
it's entertainment. It's entertainment. Now, his State of the Union address.
That was a laugh.
That was a joke. That was a mess.
Americans just love like a soap opera thing, a show like Dallas.
That's why Kennedy was so popular. Kennedy was so everybody knew he was boinking Maryland. Everybody knew it. They love a great soap opera. Americans will always love a great soap opera, and they'll be sad without one. There's always a soap opera. Something going on in the White House. Who's fucking who? Who's doing this? And they love it. They eat it up, and then they reelect the motherfuckers.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
And they reelected.
I am not a crook.
It's insane.
I am not a crook. I am not a crook.
And they reelected.
I know.
People love a great soap opera, so why not this? Oh, we got. No, you ever see the show? Oh God damn it! Shit. What was her name? Mary. Where the old man is an old general and he's real senile and he thinks he's in combat all the time. So that's the White House right now, and Biden is the old general.
Yeah,
Biden is the old general. And yeah, good stuff. I used to laugh at that show. One of the best sitcoms on TV
Yeah, I love that
bar
show.
none, one of the funniest fucking shows you'll ever want to watch. And they don't have it on anymore.
No.
Because it showed how stupid Democrats are.
Yeah, ain't it? It's dumb.
It does. It does.
That show Soap. That show Soap. Yeah, that's a great. That was great.
Hilarious. One of the funniest shows to ever be on television.
Yes, it is.
I know it is. Remember the first brother? He disappeared.
The first brother, yeah, he disappeared. Yeah.
Remember who it was?
Who was that?
It was Robert Urich.
Oh, Robert Urich. Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna every now and I'm just gonna sit like this, and then every once in a while I'll go.
Now with Billy Crystal was in it, and what's her name? Who was the lead actress?
Catherine
David Spade was in it. David Spade was in it. David
Spade was not. Where was David Spade? Was not in it. David Spade was
like
was. What was he? He was like 5 when that came out.
No, you wrong.
Yes.
No,
he was not in.
I don't think it was David Spade. I think it's somebody else.
It wasn't David Spade. David Spade didn't go on to Saturday Night Live until the 90s. Not David Spade. That one I can agree with. It was Billy Crystal, Catherine Hellman. It was what was that guy named? Bert. What was his name? Richard Mulligan. Catherine Hellman. The other guy that the father of the other.
Rod Roddy.
Oh, Rod Roddy was the announcer.
Richard Mulligan. Richard Mulligan.
That was Bert.
Yeah, he was Bert.
Yeah.
Catherine Damon.
Jimmy Baio.
Jennifer Salt and Jim Baio.
Yeah.
Yep. Scott Baio's big brother.
It was a great show.
Yeah.
Well, who played the little gay guy?
Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal.
Oh, that's what I thought was David Spade.
And he was a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
His brother was ventriloquist.
Okay. Billy Crystal, that's right. Yeah.
Who was the ventriloquist?
His brother. I forgot his name.
Brother.
Dave or something. Look, I'm already.
It was a good show. Maybe it's on Movie Land if you look it up.
Soap. Hey, you want to see?
I'm looking at it right now.
I'm already ready for the Armageddon or the Apocalypse free ride.
You are.
There's toilet paper there. There's all kinds of shit there.
Hey, did you send my address over there to
Yep, sure did.
Okay, then I'm waiting on the tickets.
Go with it. Here's the other storm shelter food.
I really just want to go to that show.
This is all the supplies. All my fucking supplies if we get attacked. See, all the food.
Oh my God. Where are you at? New York?
Toiletries.
See, I didn't think you thought that they could reach you, brother. What happened?
I'm not saying I'm not afraid of that. I'm afraid of ground troops. If they shoot a missile on me, I'm not going to fucking need toilet paper. I'm going to be dead.
No, New York and it drifts over to or DC and it drifts up your way. I don't know.
It could very well. I'm right on the coast, just like you are. You know, I'm on the other coast. I'm not that far in, and I'm also, you know.
Hey, how far are you away from the Niagara Falls?
15, 20 miles. 15 miles.
Well, if you go about another where the 2 meets the Canadian side, you got to go on the Canadian side a few miles when these 2 highways, the one going this way and the one that continues, I think it's the 2. And so you'll go up there and then right on that fucking, okay. I'm thinking it was in the southeast corner of that freeway. I buried a sack of weed.
Oh.
You know, that's what that means.
Yeah.
Listen, and a 22 pistol and a Laredo can, one of them old tobacco Laredo can full of bullets.
Yeah, that's probably not a good thing to tell people.
Under a rock. Well, listen, hear me out. That's a statutes of limitations a long time ago.
Not on guns.
So, and it was by a tree, and there was a rock, a big rock we put on top of it. So we'd know where it is. And this was how many years ago? Maybe 30 some more years ago. Older than you.
I think I come up with the name of the show.
Yep. Well, go on and go check that out, that spot, and you'll find that bag.
I think I found out the name of this week's show.
What's that?
I like to hear the sound of my voice.
Flip flop.
Flip flop.
Yes, that's it. He likes to hear the sound of his voice.
He just kept talking, didn't he?
He did. He likes to hear the sound of his voice. That's going to be the name of this show.
Hey, what was I talking about?
Well,
nothing really. You just were talking. You're like the Harry.
I don't even know. What were you talking?
Everybody's talking at me.
I forgot what I was talking about.
You forgot what he was talking
because you're JBB.
I really did. I really, really did. I forgot.
You were talking about that time you took the load from that dude.
Right no. He was having a what was the name of that movie? Shawshank Redemption? No. What was the name of the movie the guy was behind bars and he got loose and he fucking escaped through the shithole? And
yeah, that's
what was the name of that movie? Was that Schindler's List or no? That's
Shawshank.
No, that's Shawshank. Yeah. So that's what he was describing. So if you escape and you go to Highway 2 where it cuts off there's a rock right over there. And if you go get it, you get yourself a gun and some marijuana.
Well,
that's what I got out of it.
Marijuana is gone, but my friend said they built over all that.
You watch too much TV, dude. You just like to hear yourself talk.
No, my friend said it got built over, and there was like shopping centers there and all kind of shit there. Now it's all developed. So that's what he said.
Somebody already found it.
Oh yeah,
somebody found it.
Yeah, somebody probably did.
Where is it? For shows.
Let me tell you.
I have buried this right on my desk.
I see. I had to bury it because I was coming across the border. See, and I didn't want to carry it back across the Niagara Falls border. And
what is that? What is that, Guido?
Hold on, I'm going to take the camera off and show
Guido.
you. Because, yes.
What is it? Viagra?
No, it's not Viagra. This is what I have to use because of him.
Excedrin.
Yes. He makes me have to he makes my brain hurt. Yeah. Oh, look, it's big people doing it. Oh no, those are hippos.
Those are hippopotamuses.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen hippos doing it on TV.
You seen what?
Hippos doing it.
Why would you watch that? I mean, that's just
it was on TV, National Geographic.
Okay.
I just thought I'd tell you because we were talking about that prior, about how many animals you've ever seen doing it, and I
seen one time.
You were talking about gorillas
masturbating. Dogs don't count because you could see dogs fuck everywhere.
Now, the one thing that I've noticed about this Ukraine thing,
dragonflies. I've seen dragonflies.
One thing that I've really noticed about they got a lot of dogs in Ukraine.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a lot of companions, man. They got dogs. They got German shepherds. They got
some pretty women too.
Yeah, they got some pretty women and some young ones too.
I think
a lot of them are Russian.
That's Putin's thought of being a hybrid nation like Germany. So that's the Nazification of this place because they're trying to breed purebreds there, and it's maybe that's what he's talking about, because they're pretty sharp-looking people and they're smart, but they're just outnumbered. They better just give it up if they want a chance in this world. But Russia figures, for Christ's sake, You know, if I can't be Russian in this world, then I don't even want to be in it.
Hey, stop rushing me.
You know, Russia's got to count in this world, or I don't even want to be in it. Let's go. Suicide. Shoot that missile.
Right.
Pull out that motherfucker. Pull that goddamn trigger. Come on. Let's get it over with.
I'm so glad he is not the president of the United States.
What's the use of having nukes if you never use them? And whoever draws the first fucking blow.
We already did use them. We saw what happens. Everybody knows what happens.
Yes.
There's a preview. There's a
Japan,
sequel.
Man. That's just like a nuke. It was atomic, but it's the same thing. We decimated with an atomic bomb the whole fucking nation, pretty much.
Well, what's the use of having them then? What is the use of
scare tactics?
It's for defense. Is it for offense? What's it for?
It's for
what is it for? Use the motherfucker. Pull the trigger. Pull the trigger there.
You're gonna get fucking red flagged, and you're gonna have some people visit you soon. They're gonna be like,
I don't know, man. I can hear it now.
Listen, we watched this video
on
of
YouTube. It's gonna go beep 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 beep
right.
beep 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 beep.
and me and Free Ride we're gonna be sitting in the courtroom like this, watching you.
You gonna draw that smoke wagon, or you gonna just sit there and bleed?
I'm really fucking high, man. Holy shit, my eye. Look at my eyes.
Yeah, I know, man. Look right.
You got them, use them. If you don't, I'm gonna fill the bowl.
I know, but you know,
I don't know what
it is.
Them. There's no use in the motherfuckers if you don't use them.
Why not?
What good are they?
What good are what?
The missiles with the nukes on them and all this. Why?
Because it's the way it is, man. We've had them for how long? We've never used them.
Is it for defense? Is it for give me specific.
It's for scare. It's for just in case you do it.
It's a deterrent. It's a deterrent. Mutual assured destruction. MAD. Mutually assured destruction. That's what it is. If you attack me and I attack you, none of us win. Everybody loses.
So you know what that says to me? That the human race is pretty fucking stupid, if you ask me. And I'm sure there's fucking there's probably worms up there on another planet that's got more brain than we do. God help us. No, that ain't.
I mean, I can't disagree with. I mean, mankind has done some pretty stupid shit.
Listen, you can't destroy a country because of people, their leaders' decision. Not everybody wants this in those countries. Not everybody in Russia wants this to happen. So you can't just fucking nuke them and be like, "Fuck you. We know you didn't want this, but too bad because you're living there." That doesn't.
When another species from another planet flies by Earth, they lock the doors.
Yeah, we're like downtown Detroit.
Yeah, man. Get out of here. They lock
outside. Chicago South Side.
Driving out with honky lips on your car.
Yeah. Well, listen, fellas, we about beat this one to death. I think we've made our fucking point.
Yeah.
Now, those of you out there listening, make sure you reach down and subscribe. Okay. And become a part of our stuff there on YouTube. And then also on Guido.
Rumble.
Guido?
Rumble.
Okay, it's been real.
Rumble.
You guys.
Yeah, over on Rumble. You know.
Thanks for having me.
They're not cut. We're going to show commercials. And then also on our Facebook page, you go to Freeking After Dark on Facebook and check out all the shows all the time, 24/7, 7 days a week. And we, of course, are affiliated with KGFRocks.com. It's the best rock on the net, no question about it. And you're sure to rock you, whether it's a robo or it's an actual live person bringing you a show, we always put on the best rock on the net. Okay. Anything else, fellas?
I'm good.
Peace.
Peace out. All right. We're out of here. And bye-bye. See you later. I love you. Bye-bye.
Later, Buzz.